dope music. We're listening to Kentucky Route Zero, that one weird song where you can customize the lyrics. We're listening to the 10-minute full version of that right now. Why am I recording a video right now? Because Hexxes is a little Weiner kid. And frankly, I have felt this way for getting on 2 years now. And I was like, oh, man, maybe you should learn more about this person before. No, I've learned enough. Hexxes is a little Weiner kid. Never in my life have I encountered someone so genuinely arrogant and egotistical and self-masturbatory of their own importance as Hexxes. Little Weiner kid. I wish there was just a different channel on the server, right? Just for meta EXP discussion, because that's all the Paladin channel is ever used for. No one ever posts Paladin builds that talks about stuff to do on Paladin. All they ever do is sit there and complain about, oh, well, according to my abacus and slide rule calculations, Paladin actually is bad. Shut the hell up. It's the Paladin channel. Do you go into an Angus steakhouse to talk about how veganism is so much better for you? Shut the up. But Hexxes is the only person that I've ever seen, as regards video games, be so possessed of their own ego that they have the audacity to utter the phrase, every single EXP party that I am in benefits from my presence. I'd kick you in 5 minutes because of your garbage ass attitude. I'd gone instantly. I don't even care. Look, I like to play games to be efficient. I understand that. It does bring me joy to play games efficiently. But there's also this, I don't know, there's another chapter after that for me. I like learning how to do something the way you're supposed to do it so that I can intentionally not do it the way I'm supposed to, I suppose. I've done it with culinary arts. I've done it with martial arts. I typically do it with video games. I learn how you're supposed to play it, and then I learned the most meta way to play it. And then I'm like, cool, now I understand the limitations and of what this game can allow me to express myself with. And now I'm going to find a way to express myself. And the fact that we have people like Hexxes who, do you have a stopwatch on your nightstand next to your bed? Before you lay down with your wife, do you flip the hourglass and be like, all right, babe, as soon as my pants come off, we got 3 minutes? Damn. The utter efficiency, obsessiveness of some people usually makes me concerned for them. But in the case of Hexxes, who entirely compartmentalizes his personality and then projects that onto the internet and then attempts to use it in some way, however small or great, as a form of instating their own superiority over other people because they sit there with a graphing calculator while they're fighting crabs in a 20-year-old MMORPG, usually would make me laugh, but this makes me want to choke on my own vomit so that I don't have to be conscious and read this garbage. And I want to make this clear. I'm not even saying they're a bad person, because that's there's a difference between subjectivity and objectivity. But eventually we all we go through life with different morals. We go through life with different standards, and eventually we find people that act similarly to those who have opposed us, and we will immediately oppose them for mirroring a negative aspect of another person that has in some way impeded or wronged us. That is the nature of survival. Now, see, I'm not saying I would hurt hexes in real life. No. Even though I'm a violent person, I've talked about this. I could tell you, though, within 5, if I met hexes in real life, like, y'all keep trying to get me, talking about, yo, come to the gather together, meet up for the server and all that. Look, if hexes is there, I 100% guarantee you, within 15 minutes of meeting him, I will already be door dashing a loaf of sliced bread, peanut butter, and jelly to my location. And I will be putting single slice, open faced peanut butter and jelly sandwiches down the back of his shirt very quickly. That's about the extent of what I would probably do. But I would just be like, oh, no, I cannot tolerate this person. And I have to do something beyond words to express my feelings. But no, there you go. There's a video about hexes. This is the kind of person that honestly makes me not even want to play Final Fantasy XI in the first place. You demote the entire game to a bunch of numbers. Wow. Let me take the most magical video game world of all time and turn it into Math Blaster. Little Weiner kid. I don't vibe. I do not vibe with that. Anyway. Yeah, I've wanted to say this for like 2 years. I finally had to actually just say it. Hexxes is a little Weiner kid. A little freaking masturbatory mathematician diaper baby. Freaking nah. And look, I say all this, but let me make it clear. I am not I'm not being derisive of their capacity or their skills or their capability or their effectiveness in game. I'm sure they're very effective and people enjoy having them around. Sure, I won't debate that. You want to clear some content, you bring hexes along because they get things done. Sure, I won't argue that. I won't denigrate that ability at all. But what I am saying is that I would 100% be shoving peanut butter and jelly sandwiches down Hexxes' back and just slapping him right in the spine, smear that in. Definitely. Yeah. Well, Poindexter. Anyway. Thank y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all, Appreciate your time. Listening to me talk about stupid, dumb bull crap on the internet. I appreciate the fact that some of you find this to be worth the scant time we have to live this beautiful life. And that you'll listen to me complain about dumb idiots on 20-year-old MMORPGs. Maybe Vana'diel isn't the only magical world. Anyway, God bless y'all, including Hexxes. Appreciate you. I'm out. Later.